And I don't care if it's animals or people or whatever, you guys are peaches. And I love you. You guys are smart. And this is the thing, is we can't let the world panic with ignorance. Look at what the medical community has done to the whole planet to show you that power and why they're grabbing kids from people. It is out of control, guys. And I think most of you are seeing that, because that's the response we're getting. Calls getting in. They're going to medical doctors going, I'm on a fruit diet. And this has been more than 2 people. Oh, you can't have fruit. It's too much sugar. It'll destroy your kidney. It'll destroy your body. Oh. I know I'm to have protein, but wait a minute. I'm fighting a protein. You see what I mean? Okay, I'm writing because I have some doubts about the lymphatic system that I would really like to be enlightened about. I've always had a typical diet, lots of dairy, lots of meat. Here's a flu. I don't care what you call it. Here's a flu. Lots of meat, lots of, well, SH. Obviously, I've also always had the consequences regarding it. Constipation, pain, headaches, seizures. Holy crap, man. That's not good. Since I met Dr. Morse on YouTube and started eating mainly fruits, I really felt the difference. All my pain went away, no more constipation, etc. So I truly do feel that this is the path of truth. But I have some questions regarding how does the lymph system drain lymph into the kidneys. That's what no one knows. It does. You know it's factually, but how does it? What's been left out? You have to ask Patty, the A&P professor, because she's actually mapping that out, how the kidneys are how the kidneys get that filter. Remember, they left out the duct that goes from the small bowel to the in A&P to the liver that transports fatty acids. And didn't I just read to you that that's what the lymph does, is transport fatty acids from the small bowel to the gallbladder? Oh. So there's a lot missing in A&P. Matter of fact, if you talk to Pat, matter of fact, I'm going to ask her if she'll do an A&P section for our online class a little bit more. I want to dig deeper into that subject. But this is the top A&P, one of them, top A&P book, right? Everything is talking about diseases and the lymphatic system. No one understands how the kidneys are connected. How's the skin connected? Can I use the word capillaries? Can I use the word lymphatic capillaries? So, I don't know what to tell you, because that's been our look too. I can just tell you it's factual. So however the body does that, it does that. Whatever's left out in A&P is left out in A&P. I can tell you, I've had 48 years of seeing people in my office that have had kidneys removed. Now they have elephant legs and they're on their road to accelerated death. I've seen all kinds of problems related to kidneys and the lymphatic system. And all I can tell you is when we get you filtering and we get that the kidneys filtering and moving, all the lymph nodes go down, your tumors go away, and everything lymphatic corrects itself. Don't know what to tell you. Some things you're not going to know 100% of it. I can just tell you. But neither does allopathy. You think medical doctors know their field is nothing but, I don't know, autoimmune, it's all in your head. I might use a genetic mutated gene thing. Come on. Come on. I'm studying naturopathy, and in my physiology, I know that's the one, guys. I can just tell you that's the biggie. How does the body dump all the lymph into the kidneys? Right side, left side, because the left side dumps into the left kidney, and the right side doesn't dump in the inferior vena cava and then go into the venous system. Bull. And you've asked Pat about that, because you can't do that. You can't travel against the current and against all these valves. And the lymph system has a lot more valves than the blood system, as far as I know. Yeah, this is typical bull crap, man. You're learning bull crap in naturopathy, which is too bad, that the body dumps its lymph into the venous system. The same naturopathy that teaches that the parathyroid gland is unimportant. Really? See, that's why Pat and I want to create a naturopathic school like no other, where we teach you all truth and how it works. And she's been an A&P professor going on almost 20 years. She's also a biochemistry professor. I'm a chemist and a naturopath of 48 years. So I think, in our healing around the world and our reputation is pretty out there. I have to tell you, I don't think we missed too much. Okay, and if we do, we do. You know, everybody's learning. I expect to learn from you guys as we move through this. But I want you to know, some things are going to teach you in naturopathic school. That'll go over and go right on because you know better. Because you're the one working with your kidneys. And you see this right here from the Nephrology Society. So, you know, some things in A&P isn't right all the way, I'm going to tell you. I tried to talk about it, explaining that it doesn't make sense, but he told me that he had seen real kidneys in his experience and had never seen lymphatic ducts or vessels connected. Oh, yeah. I don't care. It all moves through there. Oh, yeah. This guy's crazy. Every cell in your body, including inside the kidneys, inside the bladder, has a lymphatic system. And if this guy doesn't know that and he's teaching, problem, and he's teaching naturopathy. The great science of naturopathy. This professor can't think on his own. So, you know, you're going to know more than he is then, and you can heal people where this person can't. And that makes a difference. How come all of us, you guys out there, are healing people by the hundreds, and these people that are teaching it can't heal at all? I mean, I've seen this for years. These professors that claim they know about the naturopathy. Really? He's full of crap. So could you please explain me how the lymph is drained into the kidneys? That's what we're all working on, trying to figure that out ourselves. But it does do it. Whether people like it or not, there is a lymphatic system in the kidneys itself. And the same in the bladder. You don't have any cell, in my opinion, no cell that doesn't have a lymphatic connection. And this is talked about by the Society of Nephrology right here. Every cell, this doctor said, every cell has a lymphatic connection. I've taught that for years. Thank you. So for your professor in naturopathy not to bring that out, but again, you know, Marcy's school taught that the parathyroid gland, of course, wasn't important. You're teaching naturopathy and you're teaching crap like that? I mean, these professors are crazy, my opinion. All right, probably enough of me ranting and raving, but I'm sick of these people that are not healing people, that don't know anything really about the body, that sets themselves up as professors in naturopathic schools, even though they might not be able to teach you everything. A&P professors can't teach you everything. If you talk to Pat, you'll see that every week they find something new or different or something that's not no more. So if you think that we know in the 21st century everything about the human body in A&P or in chemistry, I want you to scratch your head and think again. Because you're so far off you can't even believe it. Medical people know nothing about health, the lymphatic system really. I mean, these people know a little bit, and probably as bad as, you know, when you go to the International Society of Lymphologists, these are the lymphatic docs. They're just as ignorant. Maybe even more so than this guy. And that's the Society of Lymphologists, which you never hear about, which Dr. West was a part of, which his son was chewing my ass out. And I've talked to him before, and it's like, really? You can't cure anything, son of Dr. West. And you better start understanding the lymphatic system a little more. The very thing your dad should have understood, being a naturopath. When you're a naturopath, you're also a spiritual element to that. And that element hopefully gives you a greater insight to how the body works. And the opposing view of medical thinking. We're the opposing view of medical thinking, not the same view. We're the opposing view. When medical thinks one way, if you look at us, we think the opposite. Suppress fevers, promote fevers. Suppress detoxification, promote detoxification. Enhance inflammation by eating a protein diet, high protein diet, removing protein diets, removing inflammation, repairing the body. And I can go on and on and on, the differences between naturopathy and medical. Maybe I'll do that and put it up online for you to show the extreme differences of our thinking and their thinking. Naturopathy is the science of nature. Observation is your key. If you buy in and go to these naturopathic schools or medical schools and you buy into these books that have half-truths in them and they're all geared to disease thinking, like I said, a true scientist does not have a preconditioned thought or image or idea in their mind of how things work. They're totally observing for what they're seeing. Now, if they just work from simple science and the basics, they can put things together better. But there's been too many theories to interfere with common sense. So that's the problem with medical. So many theories, there's no common sense. So when you use the mind, you're not in common sense. You know, my dad said, people don't have common sense. Well, he's an old farmer guy. Common sense means you're awake more. You see and interact more. That's all common sense means, is you're more awake and less thinking.